Well, our Pastoral Motivation brought to you this Friday by Pastor Kirsch Darville of Bahamas Faith Ministries International.
When we consider the coronavirus and the COVID-19 pandemic, the question is what type of perspective we should have in this season. Well, I'm going to give you 3 keys to facing the global pandemic. 1 is change with the season. 2, get unstuck. 3, be awakened to new possibilities. Key number 1 is this: change with the season. King Solomon in the book of Wisdom says, there is a season, a time appointed for everything, and a time for every event or purpose under heaven. Malachi chapter 3 verse 8 says, despite the fact that everything changes, God himself declares, I the Lord do not change. In this coronavirus season, this is the time for all of us to make a change in our lives and have a deeper and more committed relationship with God and his kingdom. Point number 2, key number 2 is this: become unstuck. If you're going to change your atmosphere, you have to become unstuck from the past by doing these 3 things: looking, listening, and learning. Looking means using history as a reference point and not as a measuring stick. Listening to what God is saying in the present. And 3, learning what God is saying for the future. Finally, key number 3 is this: be awakened to new possibilities. The poet W.S. Mervyn says, we are asleep with compasses in our hand. Crisis brings new opportunities. In other words, we've got to look for new opportunity this season. As we meditate, we must awaken to see things we have never seen before. Habakkuk chapter 1 verse 5 says, look at the nations and watch and be utterly amazed. For I am going to do something in your days, says the Lord, that you would not believe even if you were told. So in this season, we got to look to God as nations to see what he's going to do. My final point is this: be awakened to see new possibilities. In Matthew chapter 19, verse 26, Jesus says, with man, this is impossible. But he says, but with God, all things are possible.